Tongues of passion, entertainment, relationships, more chunks, TV. And I've noticed that a lot of Christian guys are very sourceless.
Like, be intentional about being friends. But if either one is trying to get certain perks that are relationship or exclusive, and they're not making steps, then you're getting played. They'd actually like be mature and be vocal and say,
that's rare.
It's rare because people don't like it.
Hyper masculinity. I don't need you to show me that you're the bad thing. Like, I must. Welcome to Mo Chunks TV, and welcome to a dating segment that I decided, you know what, I felt like our generation, we kind of lack a little bit and we don't really know much about how to actually date. We talk about it a lot, but I don't know if we actually know the hows. I mean,
everyone's got an opinion, or everyone like sees something that they think, yeah, that's goals, but if they were in the position, they'd be a bit unsure.
I feel like people don't necessarily know like the journeys that it takes to get to that place where you become goals.
Yeah, and especially Christians. All Christians know is not to have sex.
Right.
That's it.
And it's actually bigger than that. It's a lot bigger. There's more. If you watch his channel, tell them what channel name is.
Faith Talks, where we talk faith.
Yeah, so he's a Christian and I'm a Christian as well. And this collaboration kind of got sparked from when on Twitter I rattled a few Christian men recently gotten into the world of dating the Christian way, and I've noticed that a lot of Christian guys are very sourceless. to put it,
that was the exact
to put it quite plainly, we have this thing in church. Women are always told, let your boss find you, let love find you, let him pursue you. But I feel like
finds a wife.
Yes, the typical. But it's like, I feel like these guys are kind of clueless, and this is not to like bash them or anything. I'm trying to help you. Okay, we're gonna do one for the girls as well. For this video, we're gonna focus on the guys and giving them tips on how to pursue a young lady in the Lord. Okay? Let's go right from the beginning. So you spot a young lady. Let's talk about the approach. What would you say if you wanted to give like a couple of tips?
But what kind of stage are we talking about? So like
just the initial, you just seen her, yeah.
I think the best and most important step to go is to always like be intentional about being friends. I know like in the world, you see someone and then you think, cool, I'm gonna ask them out on a date.
Right.
But the problem with that is the first thing that catches your eye is often not all there is. Do you know what I mean? Like, you barely know someone, really and truly. Like, after the first couple of times you've seen someone, you barely know them. So I think you need to be, and they're
probably putting their best foot forward as well.
Always. Like, even on the Sunday when you're at church, like, if you just see someone, like, Sunday, normally you wear your best clothes. Do you know what I mean? So, like, you should really try and, like, strike a good friendship so you can get to know them well. But then, let's say, that could take a while. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be quick. Like, you don't need to be in a relationship. Because if you're looking to spend a long time with this person,
forever with them,
you don't need to be making a decision after a week or two.
Right, yeah. But I feel
that
like
is important. We've
got this idea now where it's like, if they're not being intentional and they're not talking about relationship immediately, like, is he playing me? Like, what is he doing?
I think if he or she, because it works both ways, but if either one is trying to get certain perks that are relationship or marriage exclusive, and they're not making steps, then you're getting played. Like, if someone's trying to have, you know, there's this thing at uni, girls come and they'll be cooking for boys and blah blah blah. If you're basically personal chef and he's not trying to, then you're getting taken for a ride. And the same way, like, if you're,
and Christian guys do that. Don't think they're exempt. No, don't think they're exempt, because I've been hearing some stories even before on my way here. I was hearing juice about some of these UK dons.
I hadn't heard none of this, you know. I'm oblivious. I've not heard.
So from a lady's point of view, we normally would see a Christian guy, he's got the title, he does a lot in church, and we immediately think, he must be right then, but he can still be a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That's the reason you have to take time. Right. Because you really can't know. Take me for example, I've made a couple of videos about Christian stuff and that. Now if a girl started to like me because she thought I was a godly man, you barely know me. I could be doing anything behind, like, the camera's only on when I want it to be on. The camera's on when I choose. I could be doing it. Like, I'm not. I'm not. Obviously, I'm a man of the Lord.
People are taking steps back, like, okay.
Obviously, I'm not, but I'm saying like like you really don't know. If you think about your friendship circle, it took you a while to get to know them.
That's true.
And even some friends that you met and you thought you knew them, something happened. So how much more with someone you're interested
in? Relationships.
So I don't know why everyone's so in such a rush. Everyone's in such a rush.
I think we're in that social media age though, and we're like a microwave generation where we want everything instantly. Right now, like if you want a job, you can go on the internet, search for one. So it's like everything is very accessible. So I think we try to apply that. And I think we always look as well. We look at snapshots when we're online and we see that and we feel like we should be there. Like you don't like Gucci Mane got married the other day. People be looking at that and be talking about this and that, the main event. The guy, he's what, like 30? There's 19-year-old girls that are looking at that. And they're getting gassed. And it's not bad to like think about these things, but it's becoming a bit obsessive.
Very much.
And at the wrong age, like that shouldn't be your priority.
Real talk. Because there's so much stuff you can be doing in the meantime when you're single. Serving, you could be doing stuff in the church that you can't do. And relationships take time and they cost money. Let no one lie.
Time and effort. And money. I barely know how to give someone my full time and attention. I'm so bad with text. If you know me, I'm just about learning how to communicate.
And you want to add
another person
into that mix. Into that mix. It's not necessary. Like not everything has to come together straight.
You're right.
So, I'm saying at once. So
we've spoken about the approach. So you've got her number now, and you know.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
So
we formed a friendship, as you sort of mentioned. So what next? How do you again come out of the danger of where is this actually going? Like even if you do want to build a friendship, I feel like you should still be vocal about where the end goal is. Because I feel like that's where a lot of
not
guys.
Not prematurely though. I think if I see a girl and we're cool, we're friends, but there's always that thought.
Yeah.
And you know, as a girl, you feel the same. Like you see someone, there's a thought. You're not saying that anything's 30, but you thought, there might be potential small.
Yeah.
Like even.
So as friends, you'd have each other's numbers.
Okay.
You've been talking for like not even like on a romantic level, but just 2 weeks. You know, getting to know each other.
2 weeks.
Maybe like 2.
Take time. Well, take time.
Is that too soon?
Take time. Yeah.
To let me know why you here. Why you? Do you know, I'm the kind of person here. I mentioned I have a communication issue. For me to be messaging you back and forth, you're taking time out of my day. Where the hell is this going? We don't have to. Like we don't have to get there right now, but I'd like to know.
Okay, but think of it this way. Again, you're making it's not a life decision, but it could lead to a life decision.
Okay, yeah.
You wouldn't make a life decision based on 2 weeks. I want to know
our options though. I want to know, what do you see me as? Like, I don't necessarily need you to make me your girlfriend right now or propose to me right now, but I want to have an idea. Okay, I like you.
See, when this happens though, people have these kind of conversations really early. What happens is girls will be pre Snapchats all day long. Girls would be checking the tweets. I'm just throwing something out there. It's not like girls would be checking the tweet. He's gone to Nando's with a friend. Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Why is he not talking? Why has he not replied? You'll be in the group chat doing this and that.
This dating thing,
you're like all of this stress.
All
of this stress.
Yeah.
But take time.
Take time. I feel like that is one of the biggest things though that I've learned. I mean, you guys, those of you who are my loyal subscribers, know I took time off dating purposefully just to be. This was for like a year, and it ended not because I wanted it to end, but I think it was like God has just brought people into my life to say it's time. Like, okay, like I give you permission to try again. So from that, because it was a journey and a half for me. But
so what made you stop in the first place?
I stopped because I was heartbroken from my last relationship, and the way it ended, I wasn't happy about it. And you know when the same kind of thing keeps happening, so you keep meeting the same person in a different body.
Was he Nigerian?
Yeah, he was Nigerian. He was Edo, to be precise.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I just said, you know what? Let me just forget about guys for the moment. Focus on me and God. So 2 people came into my life at the same time, and I felt like, okay, right, let me give it a try or whatever. I feel like God allowed them into my life. Obviously, it didn't work out. To sort of highlight certain things about myself, because in the past I'd always been oh, I met a Yoruba demon and they broke my heart. But this time God was actually showing me things about my character. So
that's important.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned the thing about just relaxing. I think girls forget that guys can sense the desperacy, and they can, it's desperation.
It's desperation.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I think a lot of people take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Because this is when
it's either he will take advantage of it or he will run away.
I think there's like 3 things that could happen. 1, they'll take advantage of it and they'll use it for however it works. 2, they'll just like run away or just kind of like stop replying and back up. Or they'd actually like be mature and be vocal and say,
right, that's rare.
It's rare because people don't like it. This kind of stuff doesn't happen to me all the time.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like I spend.
Would you advise the guys that are watching this video to tell if they're serious about the girl and they actually do see a future with her? I know you.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, you don't. You can. I feel like you're gonna say it's premature to see a future again.
No. But obviously, you can be.
You have an idea. Yeah. If you're at that stage and but they're choking you a bit, would you advise them to say something?
As in, like
where are you?
If I ask one of my boys who's in a position like that, or they ask me what I'm thinking, they'd probably say something along the lines of, "I see potential with this girl. I can see that there could be something happening, but just yet, I don't think we're at a stage where we can make any sort of commitment or something like that."
Right.
If that's what they're thinking, that's what you should say, because if you don't do that, girls overthink.
Right.
And when girls overthink, I mean, from what I've seen anyway, it often like involves a lot of emotion. You're allowing a young girl to be emotionally involved, and it's not fair, it's not mature, and especially as like a godly man, you're meant to be able to protect and care for people around you, not just yourself. And I think that's the part of dating that people don't often think about, like the emotional responsibility.
Wow.
Because dating's it's a mad limbo. You're not married, so you haven't got full rights, but you're not single, so there's some sort of commitment, but it's not full. So
speaking of, commitment, how do you feel about like dating, like the transition from dating like several people to dating exclusively? Would you want, if you were a guy and you approached me and you used to come out on a date or so, would you want me to tell you that I'm dating like 3 other guys? Let me tell you, I've asked this question because I feel like a lot of
I've never actually thought about
the UK dating scene, I feel like
that's not us though.
We don't understand.
That's an American thing. Like, let's not lie. That's not really.
But this is how I date. Like I told you, two guys were in my life at the same time. I didn't tell them about each other, but I don't know whether they would have wanted me to. Because can you really help it if you're a fine babe? Yeah. You've got multiple guys trying to be. You're not the only one trying to be the only one.
I hear that.
If you got multiple guys trying to holler at you, are you gonna like reject Tunde because Bolu?
That's my middle name, you know.
Interesting, because Bolu took you to Nando's and Bolu is still thinking.
You only date Nigerians, isn't it?
Unfortunately.
Because there's no other name.
Unfortunately.
Coming out, like,
I wish there was a Sam in there or something. I have another. It's all been Nigerian. Oh, Jamaican. Yes. Yes. My fave. How can I forget?
But now, what were we saying? Yeah, you asked me about dating multiple people at the time.
Yeah.
See, what's different between that style of dating and worldly style of dating? Like, what's different?
This is what I'm saying. When would the dating exclusively step come in?
I think the exclusive step comes in when you make it clear you're in a relationship.
Right.
I think anything before then is possessive with no commitment.
Because I've got into this thing now where if I'm dating a guy, I just see them as my friend until otherwise it's stated.
Yeah, do you know? Because people like to rent stuff where you have it and when you want to drop it, you can. So that's why people don't like titles, isn't it? So loads of people want to say like.
So I feel like it's like a lot of girls don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. That's the thing. If he's maybe trying to get to know you and he's not sure yet, and this guy is more serious but he's not showing it just yet, and then he just drops you, you kind of want the backup. But how can Christians really date like that?
I don't think you can make an impartial decision about someone when someone else is involved. I don't think you can think about someone and consider them exclusively when someone else is involved. If you're dating like a couple of people at one time, you're juggling. So it's Nando's.
But the thing is, are you dating
Monday.
them or are they dating you?
Ooh.
Let me just put that out there.
But let's say it's Nando's on Monday, Benihana's on Tuesday, and this and that, Like when Tunde,
I feel like that's how a young girl's dating life should be, though.
But let's say when one guy doesn't do something that you want, the first thing you'll do is look at the other person in light of that. Yeah. So you won't look at them independently.
But you're still dodging this question. Would you want to know?
Nah, I don't even feel like it would be a blow to the ego, but I wouldn't know. Like my pride would be hit, but I want to know. I want to know.
You'd want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, would you tell the girl if you were?
I personally, I wouldn't date like that though.
I feel like you're a guy though, so you should know what you want.
Being a guy, I know that.
Girls sort out.
I think I'm expected to make the first move.
Yeah.
Which means that I need to be a lot more careful with that move. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I need to be a lot more mindful of how I'm gonna step forward.
Yeah.
So I can't just step forward anyhow.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't just be stepping there, then stepping there, then stepping there, then stepping everywhere. It's like,
I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit biased when it comes to this kind of thing, because I feel like the guy should leave. I feel like if you're in my life, you should know whether you want me as more than a friend. But I'm a woman. I won't know what's in your head. You could be taking me for a ride for all I know.
Nah, yeah, I think like obviously people just need to be more vocal. We got to communicate better. I think guys and girls don't communicate a lot. Girls always assume that we know what they mean, and we like as guys just don't tend to speak up sometimes.
Very slow. Guys can be very slow sometimes.
Yeah,
like, we send you paragraphs. I don't do that, but some girls send paragraphs.
I'm not gonna lie, when I get paragraphs, I panic,
say,
man. Oh my gosh, when I get paragraphs, like I panic.
So you've got in paragraphs in the past. What did you do? What did you do?
That's a good question. Even to this day, I don't understand. The paragraph was here, there, everywhere. Like I didn't get it.
What would you advise guys that are in that situation? I would say try to understand. Yeah, pray. Try to understand what she's actually saying to you. It's not every day.
Pray.
Oh, she's crazy. Oh,
nah,
she's
not
mad.
She's crazy.
Because
she might be a bit emotional.
Yeah, but I feel like guys run to that crazy thing too quickly.
I'll put my hands up and say I was largely at fault. I don't get paragraphs for good stuff.
Yeah,
that's not nice. I want paragraphs for good stuff.
That's
Send me a paragraph.
Yeah, that's I feel. Girls,
I'm actually gonna remind you though. I want a paragraph.
I feel like girls, we always like, it's always the negative stuff that we go on about, and I feel like guys want to be appreciated as well. Isn't that true?
That's a big thing. Like guys love affirmation. Like guys love attention. So even just like remarks about, you know, you did this well, or that's the one. Like, I've been here this whole time and not one person has commented on my trim. My G. See, that's all that. That's all you need. Like, watch. I'll be smiling for the rest of the video.
I feel like guys and girls actually want the same thing, and as this series goes on and we explore a lot more topics, I think it will become more apparent. But that's certainly something I've noticed. We always think, oh, females are the more emotional ones, and guys. I mean, yes, guys tend to be more logical, and women do
much less transparent with their emotions.
Yeah, I feel like the emotions are there, but they just have a way of not showing it all the time.
Yeah, the only emotion that we kind of like that we're encouraged to show is like anger or happiness or confidence.
That's another thing in dating that I find irritating. Hyper masculinity. I don't need you to show me that you're the man and you know you're this big don and you can control me, you can raise your voice and everything. Like I must just because I've seen a lot of that. Coming from an African home, I've seen a lot of that. For me, any sign of it, I just find it like it puts me off immediately.
I think both guys and girls have to be aware of how they put that across. Like when the way that man then relate to their boys, like in the group chat and stuff. Like
the group chat.
It's like group chats is one of the greatest and worst inventions of the last 10 years. Even sometimes there's some ways that girls also kind of like support the hypermasculinity. Like you're scrolling through Twitter and you'll see the kind of things that some people will say. It makes you feel like everybody thinks this way. It
will appear like the more popular thing, but I feel like females actually appreciate a guy that is comfortable in their emotion.
When it comes to like hypermasculinity and stuff, it's always so attached to relationships. Guys need to be men for themselves first, and women need to be women for themselves first.
Yeah, but what is being a man? I feel like you should define that for yourself and based on what's here, because I feel like people always try to follow this blueprint. The blueprint that's been put out is almost always toxic. That's the thing.
Yeah, for me, what it means to be like a man is to be like Jesus himself, because there's no other. He was a perfect man that walked and held it down. Like he showed emotion when it's necessary, he showed leadership, he showed submission and service. Like
submission.
Do you know what I mean? Like Jesus was humble.
Yeah,
and he submitted.
I love humble men. I really like a guy that can drop his pride and like drop it whatever.
Any humble men, please comment below. Christians, I don't want to speak for the world, because the world will always have a different like opinion, different desires, different like all that stuff. But for Christian guys and Christian girls as well, if we start off with thinking that, you know, a lot of people genuinely believe that if I had a romantic relationship now, my life would be better. Do I have to hold it?
And say sponsored by Ore.
Do I have to say that?
You don't have to do that.